Hi, welcome to my video. My name is Maureen. I am 59 and a half years old. So this is my last year in my 50s and I plan on enjoying it every last second. So if you are like me, if you are an older woman who loves makeup and skincare and just needs a little bit of help, maybe tweaking it to look your very, very best and to get rid of wrinkles and kind of downplay the whole aging thing, I think this video is just for you. Because when I get up and I look in the mirror, my mirror does not reflect how I feel inside. I still feel so young and so vibrant, and I have a ton of energy, and when I get up and I look in the mirror, sometimes it kind of throws me back a little bit because I don't expect to see this aging face looking back at me. So sometimes I wake up and it makes me a little disappointed, and I have come up with some quick fixes, really simple things, really super inexpensive products that help me look and feel incredible, and it takes 10 years off my face. So yeah, so who doesn't want that? So if you want that, stay tuned, join me. I'm going to share some amazing products with you. I've already cleaned, I've already moisturized, and now I'm going to tell you the #1 tip for women over 50 is a primer. A primer is so important because it fills in those lines, it fills in pores, and it creates a beautiful canvas to put your foundation on. I love this one, and all my products are available. I will link them below, and you just copy and paste the link to your browser or go up on my profile, and I think there's a link there. This is a really wonderful primer. It's called the VFX Pro. It is a camera-ready perfection makeup primer, and it kind of blurs all the imperfections. It feels like silk. It feels like absolute wonderful silk on the skin. It's just a clear, and it just glides on. It just feels so amazing. So I start with a primer. It's absolutely clear. It just feels like silk. It just glides on and you don't feel it, and it works. It's magic. And you're supposed to let a primer do its work for about 3 minutes before you apply your makeup. So we'll let that set for just a minute. And this is a life-changing product. If you are a woman like me that has discoloration under your eyes and texture, this is where I have all my textured skin, here and here, and I have a lot of discoloration under there. So I'm going to share with you this product. This product is called Pro to Fit Eyeshadow Primer, but it's not just for your eyelids. This little miracle product, watch, I'll show you. It putties in wrinkles, it fills in pores, it gets rid of the lip lines. So if your lipstick or lip product bleeds into your skin, this will stop it from happening. But watch how it's kind of tacky, maybe a little hard, but that's okay, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your finger and cream it. Just cream it, and it just makes it really super soft. And it's just this color. Now watch what it does. So see this eye? You just tap it and blend it till it becomes part of your skin. It'll just become part of your skin. And what this is doing is putting a little film, or not a film, but what is putting a little cream layer on the skin, so when you put on your foundation, it is sitting on top of this smooth surface, as opposed to a wrinkled, discolored surface. Do you see the difference? Is that like mind-boggling? Okay. okay? You're also gonna wanna put it on your lids because this creates a super smooth surface for your eyeshadow, and you don't even have to wear makeup. I wear this alone just when I go out, if I don't even have a makeup day, just so that I can camouflage the discoloration in my eyes. And pop on a mascara, it'll open up my eye, and I will look 10 years younger just by this one single product. Again, anywhere, if you have a blemish, if you have a scar, just tap a little bit of this on, right on top of the scar, right on top of the pimple, and just pat it in till it's all blended. And you can see that it just immediately anti-ages this face. Okay, you're gonna take a little bit, I'm gonna take it right underneath my lips because I have very bad lip lines. Pat it in, and I'm gonna do it above my lip. And pat it in. Pretty amazing, I'd have to say. You know how much this product is? $10.90. And it is worth its weight in gold. You will like this more than your gold. I promise you, you will thank me. Okay, so I am loving the Serum foundation right now. I have been in love with the VFX Pro foundation and the CC Cream foundation, but right now I am loving this Serum foundation because during the winter months and with the winds and just the change of the seasons, this has a luminosity, so it's got a slight dewiness to it. It's not a matte finish, which I've been used to wearing just matte finishes, and I'm really loving this on. I love the feeling of it. I don't feel dry at all, and my skin looks really healthy with this foundation. So it just comes in a little dropper, and you can blend it with your hand. I'm gonna use a makeup brush, and I'm just gonna blend, and you're gonna see that this has just slightly a glow to the skin. It is so pretty. And I've had people ask me, where are you getting your glow? And I think it's because they're so used to me wearing a matte where I don't have glow to my cheeks, where this will give me just a slight glow to the cheeks, and I think it is so pretty. If you don't like a dewy finish, I would recommend the VFX or the CC creams. They are the bomb too. So I'll just finish up with this side. So another one of my favorite products is our liquid concealers. They're a full coverage concealer. They come in about 6 or 7 different shades. This is the lightest, and it is my absolute favorite. I use it for not only concealing, but for highlighting. So I save myself a step. And if you are not familiar with highlighting and contour, man, oh man, this is what lifts the face. This is what this gives you an instant facelift. So with contour and highlights, you can take 10 years off the look of your face just by adding light and dark. So let me show you. Okay, this is almost out. Let me squeeze. Let me see if I can squeeze it. Come out. Comes on this, and it's a liquid, so it's wet, and just gonna put it where you want some lightness. I love the lightness underneath my eyes. Boy, this is really low. I need to get some more. So I'm just gonna put a little bit under my eyes. And I can put a little bit on my forehead right here, a little bit on my chin. a little bit above my lip. And I can put some in my marionette lines. Just a light, so I'm using it as a highlighter and kind of a concealer at the same time. Okay, then you can take your finger or you can take your brush or a sponge and just pat it in until it dries.
Super simple. And what we're doing is just adding a little bit of lightness to the skin and kind of camouflaging those shadows caused by the wrinkles. Just gonna pat it in. I'm saving my eyes for last because I want those to stay light and bright.
Okay, take my finger and just gently tap. And I'm just gently tapping till it dries. Again, you don't have to use this light color. This is the lightest one. This is called Light Ivory. But it's a full coverage. Do you see that coverage? Isn't that beautiful? So if you have under eye dark circles like I do, this is the bomb. Just tap it. You don't have to set this with a powder. This dries to perfection. It does not crease. It does not get in your, settle in your wrinkles. Once it dries, it's perfectly flat matte, and you do not need to set it. I mean, it sets itself. You can create an instant facelift with a contour stick and some of those highlights that I just put in. So I'm gonna come up and now I'm gonna really warm and sculpt my face. And they say, the most beautiful shaped face is a heart-shaped face. So why don't we create a little heart on my forehead, and we will create a heart-shaped face. I'm gonna lift my cheeks, and this is gonna help me look like I have a facelift from your ear to about where your eye comes down. Just put a little line from your ear to where your eye comes down. Just put a little line, and we're gonna blend all this in, and nobody's gonna know it's there. I'm gonna firm up my jaw because I've lost the elasticity here. So by creating a shadow, that's gonna make it look like this is a lot firmer than it is. I'm just creating a shadow right here, which is gonna create the illusion that this is going in. It's receding. So it's gonna firm that up. And then I'll just kind of get rid of my chicken neck, and we will go with that. I like to sculpt my nose, and you can avoid this. You don't need this step, but I have a very, very long nose. I think it's growing into another state. So I like to come in and sculpt out my nose a little better because it just makes me feel better. So you want to start, if you sculpt your nose right around where the eyebrow is, and bring it in. And I'm really going to downplay this nose of mine. I'm making it thinner, and I'm going to create that it's not as big on the bottom just by doing this. Then I'm going to come up and I'm going to pretend that this is the bottom of my nose by creating a shadow. That's it. Now we just blend it in. Just blend it in. This is our contour brush. It looks like a sponge, doesn't it? It has like a million little bristles, and it's the perfect size for blending in this contour. Just blend it in. If just really softly blend it in, and this is creating this youthful glow to my skin. It's so pretty. You don't have to use this. You could use your fingers. Just blend it out very softly with your fingers, and you just get this gorgeous, gorgeous glow to the skin. So again, I like to use this one because it kind of keeps my line where I want it, because I really want to keep it tight right there, so that it acts like this is my cheek, and just really adding some definition into my face. Do you see? It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. Again, if you don't have a brush like this, use 2 fingers and come up alongside the nose. So easy. Bring it up and just blend it. Just blend it. Super easy. Another thing that I like to add a lot of youth to the skin is a bronzer. And this is our Sun-Kissed bronzer. I've had this for like 14 months and it's not even empty yet. So this will last, and I use it every single day. So this is a very large container and it will last and last and last. So I'm just gonna put that all kind of where I put that contour stick, and this will help like bring everything together. I'll show you, because now I'm blending it all kind of over. I'm gonna keep it still. I'm gonna leave this area light. I don't wanna bring the bronzer underneath my eyes. I wanna keep that area like really light. So I'm kind of putting in the same spot I put that contour stick. And you see I'm leaving this area light. That's where I put the light. So any place that I put that concealer, I'm not putting the bronzer. Now if I had my shirt open, I'd put a little bronzer on my chest, so that everything, and make sure you have your ears if you have on a ponytail, and so everything just like blends. Okay? Once I have the bronzer on, then I just take a big fluffy brush and I'm gonna soften everything, just to make sure everything is soft and pretty. So I just grabbed this blush. This is number 15. It's called Sugar Pink. And it's a pretty pink. And we're just gonna place that on the top, up, and just a tiny bit on my forehead. So just make it on the apples of your cheeks. Put a little pretty pink and sweep it up. Just like that. Bring it up. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that a beautiful shade? Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, I'll do the same to the other side. Just on the apples, up and around, up, and just like maybe like a sideways C. Okay. Again, after I have that on, I'm gonna go ahead and soften it. I don't want it to look like I'm wearing blush. I just want it to look like my cheeks, right? So let's just soften that. Make it all look like my skin. It's how pretty. Now that's really lit these cheeks. Here's our highlighter palette. I'm gonna use some of the pink highlighter, and I'm just gonna pop it right here to really lift my cheeks. Right here, just there. Do you see? right here. Once I have that on, I don't want it to look like frost. I want it to look like my natural glow. So just grab your blendy brush again and soften it until it just looks like your skin. It just looks like the natural, really the natural glow to your skin and not like a frost that you just put on. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. Okay, my favorite part is the eyes. So let's do the eyes, but look at my skin. Isn't it just fabulous? Okay. So that is the face. We could just pop on some mascara and call it a day, but why should we do that? Let's do the eyes because the eyes are fun. So it is fall, so why don't we just use our Vice Brown palette, which is gorgeous for the fall. Okay, this is the Vice Brown palette. This can be used every single day, but it looks beautiful for the fall because you have this bronzy, beautiful color. You have a deep chocolatey brown, and you have a highlighter that's kind of a beigey frost. Let me swatch them for you. I'll just put them on my fingers. So you have a frosty, a coppery bronzy, and a brown. Aren't they pretty? Aren't those beautiful for fall or any time? Okay, so let's start with that beautiful bronze. I went to edit this video for you and I left out the entire eye part. I don't know how I didn't video it, but I accidentally must not have put the record button. So you missed the entire eye, how to do the eye. So I wanted to show you really quick how I did this eye. I used the Vice Brown palette, which is like the perfect palette for every day, but more importantly for fall because it's got these beautiful colors, the beautiful, beautiful bronzy shade, kind of a chocolate brown shade, and a frost shade. So all I did was sweep the bronzy shade back and forth, just like a windshield wiper. Super easy, that's it. I took a little bit more and I put the emphasis on the outside corners, sweeping it in. Then what you do is, because this is 3 shades, just make the eyes pop, pop, pop. You're gonna take the chocolate brown color, just this rich, warm brown color, and basically I just pat it on the corner like this. Just deepening up the corners, adding some definition and some interest. Simple. You're gonna want to just soften that up and make sure everything is blended and soft. Just slightly blend it. And then the last color is this beautiful frost color. And that just goes right on the bottom. Just to add a little sparkle and bling when you blink your eyes. So super easy palette, or pretty palette. 3 very wearable, usable colors, just gorgeous. While I have that out, I'm gonna take some of the bronzy color and I'm just gonna put it on a Q-tip, and I am going to just smudge a little bit of that right under my lower lash line. And I can take some of the dark brown or the chocolatey brown and just deepen up the corners just a little. I just flipped over the other side of the Q-tip and just have a little bit just in the outside. Just deepen that just a little. Just a little. Just to add some dimension. Now I'm going to take our black waterproof, smudge-proof eyeliner and I'm going to tight line my eye. Okay, since I'm wearing blue today, I'm going to take some of our blue eyeliner and I'm going to pop it on the bottom waterline, just for a little fun. Okay, before I do my eyelashes, I'm going to do my brows, and the easiest way for me to do brows is just using a stencil. Then I don't have to think about it, and it's really easy. So I'm going to use this one. I have very little brows, so I have to pick a little stencil with little brows or it just doesn't look right. And I'm just going to pop this on, line it up, and just powder in my brows. How easy is that? Okay, this is our blonde brow powder, just a light brown. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill in that stencil. And once I have my brows on, I feel like that is the frame and it makes everything else makes a lot of sense. So once I have my brow on, I'm just gonna soften up everything again. Just soften up my makeup and make sure everything is smooth. And then I'm gonna brush out just the front of my brows, just so it looks really natural. So I just take a spoolie brush and soften up the front so it looks really natural and pretty. Okay, now time for mascara. I have two favorite mascaras. One is the Extreme Curl Mascara, and it's been my love for over a year now, but we just came out with a new one and it's pretty dang phenomenal too. It's called the Double Lash Extend, and it has two brushes in one. So the first one is to volumize. First one is to volumize, and you use that, put it back in, and then take off the silver, and that is to lengthen. So you just pop that one out, and then that is to lengthen. And it is pretty dang phenomenal, but because it's two steps, I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to do my Extreme Curl. And I love this because what it does is it lifts and curls the lashes over hooded lids. So if you have hooded lids like I do, you are going to want this mascara. Super easy to apply. Just lifts and curls the lashes, opens up the whole eye area. Just pop a little bit on the lower. Okay, that highlighter that I remember I used on my cheeks, just gonna take a little bit, put it on my pinky, and open up the corners of my eye. Add a little bling, a little prettiness right in there. Help open up and add brightness to the eyes. I'm gonna take that down because I don't want it super shiny, and I'll just make it look really natural. just with the Q-tip, just blend it in a little bit. Okay. Now we can add some lips. And what I've found with my lips, because as I get older, they're getting like sunken tires, I like just to use a really natural shade and line my lips because I feel like I can make them look bigger and plumper and prettier with a lip liner. And I'm kind of liking this purpley shade. It kind of looks, but once I get it on and when I put it on lightly, it doesn't look purple. So I'm just going to use that just to like outline my lower lip and do the very outside of my lip. And I'm not going to line the whole thing. I'm just going to line like, I'm not going to go way deep into the corners. Okay, my top lip, I'm going to make them rounder and berry shaped because they kind of lost their little, so I'm gonna, when I do this, I think of a round berry. So I'm making it rounder, do you see? And again, I'm just gonna outline till right about there. Okay, once I have it lined, I'm going to take this same pencil and I'm going to just kind of, I don't want this like really intense color, so I'm just going to kind of like willy-nilly pat some of this color around my lips. Once I have it kind of willy-nilly, I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to blend it. I'm just going to add some of our lip plumper just to give it some moisture. And that is what I do for lips. And that's it. That is it. So if you go back to the beginning of this video, you will see the transformation. And I feel like when I look in the mirror and I see this face, I feel so much more the way I feel inside. I feel vibrant, healthy, young, and I just love the way that my eyes look and they sparkle, and I just feel amazing. So if you need any help at all with these products, have any questions, I can refer you to many products based on what you're looking for, what your concerns are, what your needs are. So message me. You can friend me on Facebook, you can email me, you can go on my website and send me a message directly from my website. I'd love to send you a sample or two. Yeah, I can go broke sending samples, so I have to limit what I say. But yeah, let me help you in any way that I can. These products are 30-day money-back guaranteed, so I want you to love these products. And if you don't love them, I want you to return them because I really want you to love these products. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day.